If you're a beginner looking into hula hoops, they can look very confusing first. There's all kinds of materials and sizes, but hoops are just like bras. Size really matters. Getting the right size hula hoop is like getting the right size bra. Once you know what size you need, then it's easy. Some bras are so huge you can fit your whole head in them. Some are only big enough to be your eye patch. And some absolutely fit perfect. To save you from ending up with a lot of bras that you will never wear, or a garden shed full of hula hoops you never ever use? Quickly, let's see how we determine the right size hula hoop for you. You're the hero of this story. This is your Fit New chapter. Let's find the best hula hoop for you, so you're on the straight road towards victory. If you're in a rush and you just want to get started, I understand. So let's not waste your time. What size and type of hula hoop you need is determined by your goals. What do you want to use your hula hoop for? Your dress size and your level of coordination. I give you exact size recommendations, so if you want you can take a screenshot. Still, you may need some explanation, so it's straightforward and simple. I want to clarify at the start, if you just want a tiny lightweight hoop to learn technical hand tricks with your hula hoop, or if you just want to stand on the one spot with a weighted hula hoop to earn an overuse injury, this video is not for you. My style of hula hooping is for fat loss and body sculpting, to drop dress sizes and reduce waist circumference. If that is your goal, then you will like this video. If you just want to do hand hooping moves, or if you just want a weighted hula hoop to stand on the spot to thrush your spine, you need to find other creators so they can help you choose the right hoop for those purposes. If you're still watching, then you're into fat loss and full body fitness. We could be besties. That's what rocks my boat too. The material of hula hoop that I recommend is HDPE or PE. In the world of hula hooping, people like to argue about these. For me, there's no significant difference. So if you see HDPE or PE, they are perfect. Next, diameter. These kind of hoops come in lots of different sizes, and what we normally measure is the inside diameter. So when you will be looking online to buy a hula hoop, in the description you will be able to see the diameter. It's really unhelpful, but in the world of hula hooping, they have actually popularized the idea that you need to measure how far your belly button is from the floor. Unfortunately, that's how most people decide what size of hula hoop they buy. I don't think your height has a lot to do with what size hula hoop you should be using, because probably you won't be spinning it vertically. You will be spinning it horizontally, maybe. So it matters how much space you're taking up in the hula hoop. The wider you are, the bigger the diameter that you need. The reason why I say this, because there are actually a lot of people who are very tall but very slim. And if they would purchase a hula hoop based on how far their belly button is from the floor, they would end up with a giant hula hoop. But there are also people who are rather short and quite wide. If they buy their first hula hoop based on how far their belly button is from the floor, they end up with something too small. What really matters is how wide you are here. That's why I would take a screenshot of the size recommendations that I display here. Probably you can decide if you're a dress size S or medium, large or extra large. That way you will have a good idea of what diameter hoop is the best for you to start with. Let me help you with those ranges. Let's say your size large or extra large, and it says between 40 to 44 inches. That's kind of a big range. How do you know what is best for you? This is where your coordination will matter. So we're looking at size extra large, and if your coordination is absolutely excellent, because although maybe right now you are not in your best shape ever, but when you were a kid you used to do gymnastics or baton twirling, then you do not need the biggest one. You could choose something smaller. Within that range, I would go for 40 inches. But if you never actually did anything that required huge amounts of coordination, so you're not feeling coordinated, then 42 or even 44 inches, if your dress size extra large, will be your best friend. So based on your coordination, you could choose something smaller within that range or something bigger. The bigger the diameter, the easier to figure it out, to understand the movement and to learn to keep it up and even learn some fun moves with it. Smaller ones spin faster, so they're a little bit more challenging. Next, tube thickness. These PE and HDPE hula hoops normally come in 20mm or 25mm tubing. If you're more coordinated and you're fitter, I would choose the 20. If you're not that coordinated and not feeling very fit at all, I would choose 25mm. When you're looking in the description of these hoops or at the pictures, you will see that some of the hula hoops are taped and some may be referred to as naked. When a hula hoop is naked, it's more slippery, so it's harder to control it and you're more likely to drop it. A naked hula hoop makes hula hooping challenging. They usually are cheaper. So if you want to buy a naked hula hoop because it's cheaper, you may as well start looking into buying your own tape so that you can tape your hula hoop. My hula hoops are taped too, because if it was naked, it was a lot more challenging to do stuff with it. A lot of the hula hoops though that are available online, they're usually covered in tape. I recommend the ones with the tape on it. That will give you better grip. They are easier to learn hula hooping with. They are less likely to slide. If you use your hula hoop a lot, the tape may get a little bit damaged, but that's what normally happens to all hula hoops. Even gymnasts, they regularly have to retape their hula hoops. Even though I use my hula hoops every single day, for me retaping my hula hoops once a year is absolutely enough. So even if you use your hula hoop every single day, you will probably not need to retape it for a whole year or more. You see, hula hoops are indeed just like bras. Once you know what size you need, you can use them, enjoy them, and conquer all your goals. I do not sell any hula hoops. I'm not going to make any money wherever you buy it from, which is kind of cool, I suppose, because I will never ever recommend you a rubbish hula hoop just to make profit. I don't make any money with hoop recommendations. If you're not sure where to buy a hula hoop from, that's what the next video is going to help you with. Soon you will get your hands on a hula hoop that will get you in the best shape of your life and will make you feel so confident, energetic, powerful and creative that's beyond your current imagination. Check out the next video so you can place your order. You'll be amazing at hula hooping. And you will achieve all your goals and more.